It's growing. Look at it. Look at this. Fenugreek, fenugreek. I got a little hang time. I used to touch the back, but I can't. Just a little coming down. Ooh! I was walking the other day, because you got to take a little walk. I'm still doing my COVID walks. I got in the habit and I like it. And this man stopped and he was like, "Excuse me. You looking good, girl. I like your hair." I hadn't kikied and did the neck twist in a while. I was like, what? Thank you. Okay, let me stop. Y'all, remember on that last video I told you there's only 3 things you need to know? Now listen, YouTube is saturated with hair videos. Anything you want to know about natural curly hair, you can find. Somebody made a video about it. I just want to help you navigate it, okay? I just want to simplify it because it can get really confusing, really real, really fast, and you just get overwhelmed, and then you have a bunch of products all over the place and don't know what you're doing, and your hair's still breaking off. Okay, so, and I want to say thank you, Subbies, Curly Hair Crisis. The launch was on July 4th. I had thousands and thousands of orders. It was so amazing. So many of you want to try Fenugreek. Listen, I'm still on my Fenugreek journey, as you can see. It was a little overwhelming because I thought I could do it on my own, but yeah, no. So I had to call my bestie, and I hope all of y'all have a friend like that. Let me tell you, friends are hard to find. And I have this is my bestie. She's my bestie from the 7th grade. Sometimes my friend think what I do is just completely dumb, completely stupid, just completely out the water. She came in and she was like, so you just gonna save the world with Fenugreek? Yes, that is the goal. I am sharing this and I want others to benefit. That's what it is. Because let me tell you something. You can get ground fenugreek from anywhere. You can get the seeds. Well, you want to get organic seeds. Like if you buy regular seeds, like I used to from the store or international store, and you try to sprout them, they may sprout and they might not, and it may take a long time. And what I learned was those seeds are irrigated. So they're not organic. They've been treated a little bit. So you're not even getting the benefits that you could get from organic seeds. Which I was like, oh. So I was really excited that we found organic seeds. And then, of course, if you sprout fenugreek, like the capsules that we have, it has sprouted powder in it, not just regular ground. Regular ground powder is only going to give you 18% of the benefits. But if you sprout it and, you take it that way internally, you in there, baby. Woo! And then I think some people told me, you know what? I'm not about the powder. Even my mom was like, nah, I really like the ginger. I really do. But can we get a little bit more on the packet? And she's like, you know what? It's not like Crystal Light. It doesn't dissolve. I mean, it's not supposed to dissolve. It's a seed. It's got proteins and oils in it. I was just trying to make it more palatable for you to be able to take it. I mean, because this is good stuff. It's healthy. And she was like, can you put it in a tub so I can take my own? Because, my mom, she does the apple cider vinegar shots in the morning. So she'll put her fenugreek inside her apple cider vinegar. She puts a little ginger, a little cayenne in there, and a little lemon. And I was like, oh, okay. She just takes it down. She's like, I don't really care. It's already gritty, all that stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's what it was. And I'm still working on it. But she was like, other than that, she really likes the capsule. So the capsules is here, baby. Because you don't have to taste it. But I'm just really excited. Okay, so all that to say, you came here because I told you it was 3 things that you need to know about your hair. Listen, now when I first had my disaster, I'm getting this off the top of my head so I can start over, get my life right. So.
Well, like your daddy said, all things for a reason. I don't understand it at all. But the word says, for we know all things work together. So maybe it was just for you to meet Miss Obi. I mean, I hate it was like this, but I don't know. But some good has to come out of it. It just has to. That's what the word says.
I just want to know, how do I take care of this hair so that I won't have that disaster again? What am I supposed to do? Where do I begin? How can I navigate these YouTube waters? And I'm going to tell you, the reason why you need to know these 3 things is because all of our hair is very, very different. Just like our skin tones are all different beautiful shades, just like our fingerprints, just like our eye colors, our hair is so different. It is so unique to you. Nobody has what you have going on. It could be similar, but we're still also different. So if you know these 3 things, you're going to know how to take care your hair. That's what it's all about. And once you know that, you on your way, boo. You on your way. Hang time. Hang time. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to know is the relationship between your hair and water. Moisture balance. You need to know how well water absorbs in your hair. It's a spectrum. Now, why is this important? Why do I care? Let me tell you why you need to care. Once you know the moisture balance, it's going to tell you whether you need water, whether you need protein, and how often you should be moisturizing your hair and all those good things. This is very, very important for you to know. If you don't know this, you might mess up your life. Because let me tell you, if you have curly hair or kinky hair, naturally, your hair is going to take some time to absorb water. And that's where the whole low porosity comes at. My hair doesn't have a good relationship with water at all. It takes forever for it to absorb. And that's exactly fine. But I didn't understand that. And I love Shea Moisture. And I used to use, and back in the day, I used to use Shea Moisture's castor oil, reconstructor, whatever. I really, really liked it. But after a while, my hair was feeling really like straw. And I couldn't understand. Well, there's protein in that line, and I didn't need to use that one. I should have been using a more moisturizing line, but I didn't know my hair. So I want you to know it's very important. On the other side of the spectrum is those, those of you whose relationship with water is great. Water easily goes into your hair with no problem. And I will tell you that that's not as common with us curly girls unless you have a little bit of heat damage, unless you have a relaxer, or if you have color. Some of y'all with the blonde tips and the blues and the highlights, a color will sometimes damage that shaft just a little bit. You're going to need to know that yes, water is able to absorb in your hair very well, but water will actually leave your hair just as quick as it got in. So you might need to deal with some protein treatments to make sure that that water stays in there and that your hair is still remaining healthy. So you need to know where you are, because protein's dangerous over here, protein's amazing over here. And if you're in the middle, you balance the two. You do your conditioning for a while, maybe once a month you do your protein. Okay, so moving on. Second thing you absolutely need to know for real, you're going to want to know the structure of your hair, because that's going to tell you what products work best in your hair, how to style your hair. There are very, very few products out there that works for everybody. It just doesn't work because we're so different. So let me tell you about our hair type and pattern. The ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, your curl, your kink. There's also the lowest. I forgot what each letter stands for. O, I, S, L, wave. Ain't no W in those. Anyway, most of us have multiple curl patterns in our hair, because in the very front of my hair, I have Z shapes. See? And we don't want to talk about the back, by the neck. I used to always just wear the back of my hair in one big twist, but it is very tightly coiled in the back. Hold on. Let me get closer so you can see. See? It's my daddy in the back. A lot of my dad in the back. Bing! Look at this. Well, see, it goes down to here, but there it goes, up to the shoulder. So I have different curl patterns in my hair, and I'm sure you absolutely do too. And you know what? I remember this lady looked at my hair one time, and she was like, oh, but, and I was telling her what happened to my hair and how I lost it. And she was like, oh, but you have the type of hair that grows. And I was like, wait. All of our hair is growing, but I will tell you that I did read the kinkier your hair is, when you get up into these fours, or if you have like a Z pattern, the more fragile your hair is. I read that straighter hair can take a lot more manipulation than curly hair, because within the curls, the proteins aren't as strong. We have to be extra careful and safe with manipulating our hair so we don't break it. I didn't know that. Also, I will tell you that the thickness matters with your hair when it comes to styling, stretching and all that. I used to think I have very thick hair because I have a lot of it. No. Density and thickness are totally different. I actually have very thin hair, almost fine. It's very, very thin. And that is why I could just take a little light gel, like a little Eco Styler, and put it right here and just lay my little edges with no problem. It'll stay all day and the next day because my hair is very, very thin. Unlike my friend, she has very tight coily hair, and her hair is thicker than mine. But I didn't think it was because she doesn't have as much as me. So I have very, very dense hair. So my hair is thin, but I have a whole lot of it. And I'm hoping if you are using fenugreek or rosemary, something like that, that your hair might get a little thicker if that's what you want. But I have a lot of hair. That's why I thought it was thick. And I also saw research on that a lot of African Americans, we don't have that much hair on our head compared to our Caucasian or Hispanic sisters and brothers. We have a lower amount of hair. That was really interesting. I'm like, wow, it always looks so much. But that's because the texture of our hair, baby. It'll float up, it'll fluff up, we can curl it up, all kind of things. If you've got number one, you know your moisture balance, you know the relationship between your hair and water, and number two, if you know the structure of your hair, then number three, baby, it ain't nothing. Number three is all about you, baby. Number three is like what works for me. Now, you need to do your part with these three things and know how to take care of your hair as it's coming out of your scalp. Because if you're not taking care of your hair to retain the length, like I tell people, your hair grows every day. Do you need to wash your hair once a week? Do you wash your hair every 2 days? Or do you wash your hair every 2 weeks? I wash my hair every 2 weeks because let's just how my life is set up right now. Do you deep condition once a week, or do you deep condition every 2 weeks or once a month? Do you do a protein treatment once a month? Are you balanced like that? Like, you will know your own version. Or once you know the structure of your hair, like my hair is very, very thin, and if I do wash and goes and keep putting gel on it all the time, that stuff just sits on top of your hair and it just builds up and builds up and builds up. So clear and fine shampoo is great for me. I just gotta make sure it doesn't have protein in it. All that to say, those are the three things, baby. Once you master those three things, you'll be absolutely fine. You don't have to make it all advanced and convoluted. It's not that serious. What is the relationship with water in your hair? Either your hair is moisturized easily and you know you need to keep a little protein in there, or it's not, and you know that you're gonna have to work on your moisture routine. And what is your hair type? Is it thin? Is it very thick? Is it dense? Is it full? Are you do you have a whole bunch of hair, or is it kind of thin? You don't have that much, which means you don't need that much product because you don't have that much hair. And how's the curl pattern? Number three is what works for you. I know I need lighter oils. I use grapeseed or chia oil in my hair. But as my hair got really, really long to where I could almost sit on it, I would put coconut oil on the ends because that's the oldest part of my hair and it's been through a lot. So it actually was more porous. Water could get in the ends faster than it could the rest of my hair. That's simple. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, baby. That's all I wanted to say, baby. Oh, there's some other like supplemental extra things all about hair care that you want to really, that are unique to you. Is going to be your scalp health. I remember I had the itchies right after the lady had cut all the knots out of my hair, and I put tea tree oil in it like once a week, and I massage it, and something called comfrey oil, I think, to kind of try to heal it and kill whatever was having a good time growing on top of my head. And now I'm good. I don't itch anymore like I was itching. Whoo! Thank you, Lord. Whoo! Thank you, Jesus. But your scalp health is so important. If you have really dry scalp and dandruff and all that, come on now, we need to get that together. Also, to you is if your hair is thinning, like if you notice alopecia, or it's just like, wait, what's going on? And that's what Curly Hair Crisis is all about, to try to help you with natural ways to increase the density, get your hair a little bit fuller, and to keep your hair in the growth cycle longer and increase the rate of the growth. I hope it helps you. I'm so excited. My hair is growing. I hope yours is. But remember these three things. I got your questions for the trichologist. It's coming soon. I'm back. My best girl told me that I was supposed to be saying like, subscribe, and all. Listen, I can't get right. I'm new to this. I'm not true to this. Shaka Khan. Oh, Shaka Khan. Look at this. Look at this. That neck swing is coming back though. I can't wait to break my neck. Just give me some more time. It's coming back strong, just fierce.